Richard Nixon was impeached for using the FBI and CIA to spy on his political opponents, and as of right now, we are having a similar issue in this country. Why so? Well, apparently, upon arrest and confiscation of one's phone by the DCI, the same DCI operatives have been planting spyware on the gadgets and handing them back to unsuspecting Kenyans. Just check out this recent post on X by Ian Mutiso that actually helps put things into context, and I quote, "Today I've placed a forensic report prepared by Citizen Lab, Monk School before Kenya Judiciary showing proof of spyware known as FlexiSpy being installed in gadgets belonging to Kenyans by DCI Kenya and released to them. The same report has been served upon Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Kenya." Now at the bottom, you can see an image of all of them together having delivered the requisite files. Here you can see the gadgets that they have found spyware having been installed on it, hard drives mostly. And then finally we go to the text from Monk School. And this is University of Toronto. Now onto the body. The Citizen Lab is an interdisciplinary laboratory based at the Monk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy, University of Toronto, focusing on research, development, and high-level strategy, policy, and legal engagement at the intersection of information and communication technologies. Now let's move to the second bit, where they confirm the placing of FlexiSpy spyware on the devices. On or around May 2nd, 2025, Nick Wambugu reports that his device was confiscated by the Kenyan police. He says that the device remained in the custody of the authorities until it was returned on approximately July 10th, 2025. Following the return of the device, Citizen Lab researchers analyzed forensic artifacts from Nick Wambugu's device. Our analysis indicates that the FlexiSpy app was installed on the device on May 21st, 2025, 5:36 GMT. This occurred during the period when Nick Wambugu reports that his device was in the custody of the Kenyan police. This does not preclude the possibility that other spyware or manipulations were made to the device. Now here's what FlexiSpy can do as per Monk School from the University of Toronto. FlexiSpy is a spyware tool that anyone can purchase and easily install on certain devices that they have physical access to, and here's what it can do: record phone calls, capture audio from the microphone, capture text messages sent as SMS or through other apps such as WhatsApp, collect screenshots, track the device's location, delete and modify data. Now in line with that, in this video I want us to look into some of the reasons why, as per Ian Mutiso's submission, DCI has been sneaking this spyware software on people's phones, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Reason number one why they're installing this spyware is to illegally collect information on opposition leaders or deserters for that matter. Let me give you a prime example. Early this year, phones belonging to Major Donk and Gakuya, two of Gachagwa's very close allies, were taken by DCI, and they lingered with those phones longer than necessary, despite a court order telling them to release the phones. What were they doing with them? Installing spyware. Here's Major Donk's submission.
Naendelea. Even I stand here, kama vile nasimama hapa mbele yenu, simu yangu na ya mheshimiwa Gakuya haijawahi rudishwa. DCI wameikaria and they are not using. Kuweka tu hapo watutishe. Court order tumepata, waturudishie simu. Wamekataa kuheshimu court order. Wakati ile serikali nyingine, wewe na your boss mlikuwa mnasema court order itakuwa inaheshimiwa. Tumekaa tu tunaangalia ati court orders zinapeanwa, sasa hakuna mtu anaheshimu. Tunaangalia tu. Your Excellency, sio kukosa heshima. Nimesikia Bishop amesema, si ametuhubiria akasema hata kama mtu kadogo kanaweza kuwa na advice kadogo na kazuri. Yeah. So
Major Donk and Gakuya, hata kama hizo simu ni iPhone ya 200,000, tupeni hizo vitu upon return, ama zitaharibu hesabu ya 2027. Because now they are collecting your SMSs, they are collecting your group chats, your personal chats, and that is dangerous. It is either hizo simu zitupwe ama zirudi zipeanwe kwa mtu anaelewa hii maneno, atafute hiyo spyware, and if it is there, ikuwe deleted. Now the second reason why they're installing this FlexiSpy malware is to collect damning calls which they will release in 2027 kuharibia watu wengine jina. For example, in 2022, the same spyware was used to expose Raphael Tuju's illegal calls to Cherera, Wanderi and the other IEBC commissioners, where he was telling them there is a vehicle out there for 4 of you, there is security, don't worry, you need to put a unified front, this is what you have to say to the public, and so on and so forth. Here's a snippet of that conversation.
Vehicles, all procedures are down there. Oh, good. We're just leaving the house. Yeah, so they're there with the drivers. Let me get the contact person. I think Opanga, some gentleman named Opanga will be there, but let me just get you the number of the contact person. The 4 vehicles are there with 16 people, 4 for each car. Okay, very good. Are you okay?
Yes, we're okay. We are just going to the office now.
Okay. You are still in your room?
Oh, yeah.
Are you Are you all together so that I can talk on speakerphone?
Yeah, we are all together, but we are running to the office. But do we get in first?
Come again?
Do we get in first so that you talk with us?
Yes,
Because we are running to the office.
Yeah, that's okay. But you see, I just want everybody to hear what I have to report to you guys.
I'm sure till date Raphael Tuju ajui how that call leaked to the general public. But I think we can answer him. The reason behind that expose is the FlexiSpy malware. And let me caution politicians, in 2027, there will be more damning calls being released. So watch what you say. Normalize buying banner phones or satellite phones. Use a secure line of communication. One that for the Kenyan government to spy on you, they have to get cooperation from the American government. And America does not do any form of cooperation with third world countries because they have nothing to offer back. Especially wakijua ni one-term government na wana deal na lame duck president. Now on the flip side, the only positive thing about all this is that wakitoa audio, tunatoa audio. Sababu pia Gachagua as we speak, ako na receipts za Ruto. Here's a tip.
On record in public mentioning that President William Ruto offered you 2 billion Kenya shillings to resign ahead of the impeachment in October.
Yes.
So isn't that a counter narrative?
No, I talked before he talked the other day. Okay. I have not talked after he has talked.
So your claims are true?
I said he talked to me. He sent a very senior officer in government. Well, he called me myself when we disagreed and said, I cannot work with you. I would like you to resign. And if you don't, I'll impeach you. And later on in the interview, I'll tell you why we disagreed. And he said, instead of you going home empty-handed, and since you assisted me, I would like you to go with your retirement package, and I can get you some money to get you started off, like 1.5, 2 billion. I told him to go to hell. I'm not interested. I'm priceless. And that kind of money, you know I have. You know how much I funded your campaign. I am not a man to be given 2 billion shillings. You know what kind of money I am into. And therefore, I said, fine. He sent a very senior officer to come and see me. On Thursday, when the National Assembly resolved that I should be impeached by going to the Senate, that Friday morning, he sent a very senior officer to come and see me. And he gave me his terms. And against my ethics, because I don't record people, I recorded that conversation, giving me that offer from the president. I have that record. Okay?
So the similar
And I hear Gachagua pia ako na recording zingine motomoto za Ruto. So prepare your popcorn ahead of 2027 sababu mambo itakuwa vulai. Let's see what Kenyans the next had to say about this, and I quote. Achilles Desmond said, even if FlexiSpy is detected, linking it specifically to DCI or another state agency is the most difficult part. True. Papa D said, as usual, the judiciary will do jack about it because they're deep in that murderous thieves' pockets. Quite strong language there. Wellmark said, from Safaricom illegally giving out locations to DCI illegally installing malware, things unfolding pole pole. Bahmut said, in Kenya, if the police take your electronic gadgets or motor vehicle, dispose as soon as it is returned to you, or have a professional have a good look at it. Kanjamburu said, woi sasa DCI imeamua kupandikiza spyware kwa gadgets za wananchi. Hii ni ufala, privacy yetu iko wapi? Lazima watu wawajibike, si mchezo, huku ni kucheza na maisha ya watu bure kabisa. Brian Waswala said, bro, what the F is happening? William Ruto hata achilia kiti, #Ruto must go. And finally, person of interest said, I know Safaricom is involved, I just can't prove it. Na ameweka picha ya mtu ako na mawazo mingi sana akiendesha gari. But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here's today's ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. Now, if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.